Tonight we have arguably one of the greatest fighters of all time, and no argument in him definitely being one of the greatest defensive fighters of all time. This guy had a unique style, shook up boxing in the 90s and 2000s. Everybody, please welcome Ronald Winky Wright. Let's dive into this.
I'm here right now, homie.
Oh, shit.
I ain't know how to use that. I don't be all on that shit like that.
You got in, though.
I got in, had to figure it out.
Have you ever used Instagram Live before?
Nope, not like that. Only on Instagram Live, man. That's for these kids. That's for these kids, right?
Yep.
What's going on?
What's good? Shit is good. Where you, Florida?
Yeah, I'm in Florida.
Is that where you stay 90% of the time?
Yeah. I live in Florida, man.
I know that. You're from Florida. What part of you have?
Huh?
My son lives in Florida.
Oh, yeah, what part?
Jackson. Up there
Where?
by Jackson?
Oh, Jacksonville?
Yeah, up there by Georgia.
Yeah, Pensacola, all that. He in Jacksonville. He at the top of the state. I'm in the middle of the state by Tampa, St. Pete.
We're waiting for Briggs, Shannon Briggs to come in. I know he's out there. He's in Miami.
Yeah, Shannon in Miami, ain't he?
I think so. Yeah.
Is it more expensive in Miami?
Yeah. Miami expensive, but it's getting expensive down here now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yo,
Florida.
Did you see that the Canelo fight?
Yeah, I saw it.
What's your take?
I'm saying it was a good little fight. Dude came and gave him a good little fight. You know, Canelo did what he had to do, break him down and just caught him. You know.
What do you think about him not coming out? Because I know he's getting a lot of criticism for it.
Man, listen, man. People that don't box or never been in that situation, you can't say what you would do because you ain't never did it. You know what I'm saying? If he broke that man's eye socket, hey, that's painful, man. So, you know, it ain't never happened to me. You know, I was lucky I never got stopped, but you know, it happens and shit, if that shit hurt like that, hey, you gotta stop. If you want to continue to fight, you know what I'm saying? He live for another day. That's his first loss, ain't it?
A whole lot more than just the fight. It's his eye.
Yeah, you can mess up your eye forever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Yeah, he apparently he fractured his shit in like 4 or 5 different places. It's bad.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, so he did right. You know, I think he did right to stop the fight. You know, because like I said, you gotta live to fight another day. You try to keep it up.
Imagine how hard Canelo was punching to crack that guy's orbital bone.
Yeah, he just caught him perfect. You know, Canelo throws some good punches, man. Hey, you know, I gotta give it to Canelo. Canelo, you know, he's doing a lot of shit for a kid that's only 30 years old. You know what I'm saying? He going up fighting everybody doing this. It's some fights that's out there that I think he should take that he may not want to take at that time, but you know, he doing what he gotta do, give the fans what they, you know. I think you know a lot of people want to see him, you know, one of the Charlo brothers or him, you know, Andres, him, what's that? Oh, Benavidez. Yeah. Now, which I Benavidez is a beast. People can say what they want about the kid. He might can't make weight, but he's a beast. He can punch. He can box. He got quick hands. So you know, it's a lot of kids. Shots out there for him to fight, but you know, they know what to do. They they market themselves. They pick the fights that's good for him, and you know, it is what it is. Hey, you know, he got a great career, kid. You know, fighting. You know, winning, and I take my hat off to him.
You ever sparred him?
Who?
Canelo, back in the day?
Nah, man. Shit. He probably was a kid when I was fighting. You know, I was done, man.
10 years on him.
Yeah,
but he turned pro at like I think 15, something like that.
Yeah. Nah.
They can't be pro as 15 in America.
Yeah, yeah. He
Exactly.
turned pro. He did turn pro. I think
Good,
he turned pro at
good
15. He fought in Mexico to about 16 or 17, and then he got to come over here. But like I said, he a hell of a fighter, man. I take nothing away from him.
Who do you think? Who do you think would have the best chance of beating him right now? You think Benavidez?
Right now, hey, Benavidez is tough for anybody. So I want to see. You really want to throw some fights out there. Put Benavidez in there, and you gonna get a hell of a fight. That kid, tough kid, man. Tall, could punch,
Mm-hmm.
quick hands. You know what I'm saying? And he gonna go get it. He wanted to knock out too. So that's what him and Canelo be a hell of a fight.
Have you seen what's his face? Berlanga?
Nah,
Jeremy, can you hear us?
nah, we can't hear you, Jeremy.
You
Yeah,
muted? Did you hit mute, Jeremy?
you put mute, unmute it, man. Text him, man. Text him.
Did Jeremy want? He's like a caveman. Jeremy, leave and come back in. Leave and come back. Yeah, clown.
Yeah, he muted himself.
Yeah, he'll come back in a second. So what'd you say about Berlanga? Have you seen him fight?
Nah, I never seen him fight.
Oh, you know what I'm talking about?
Nah.
Oh, okay. Edgar Berlanga, he was 18-0, if I'm not mistaken. All 18 fights, first round knockouts.
Oh yeah. You talking about the kid? Yeah, he's Spanish kid.
Super middle.
Yeah. He'll good puncher, young, good, strong fighter. But once again, that's when you hitting somebody and they ain't hitting you back. So where he have that kind of that force against somebody like Canelo, who he know gonna hit back and hit back hard and know what to do. So I take nothing away from that kid. That kid, he's knocking out everybody. He's a strong fighter.
Mm-hmm.
He just went to distance with the last cat he just fought. I saw that.
Yeah.
And the last cat gave him a good little boxing, but he hurt the cat, kept knocking him down. But the cat was in there. The cat wasn't going to quit. He came out to fight and he gave him what he wanted. But yeah, it's levels to that boxing game, man. You get them kids, some of them that got that big punch and can't really box. But that Berlanga, he looked like he could box and punch. So, we'll see when he get into a better opposition.
We were talking with Hassan Rahman a while back, and we were talking about our number one pound for pound, right? And my number one pound for pound is Canelo. Hassan got kind of furious. He goes, "Look, you can't put somebody pound for pound number one who got caught doing steroids." So, and then I've heard people talk about that he hit so hard that he must be on something. I mean, do you agree with that?
I don't know. I stay out of stuff that I don't know nothing about. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to put no judgment on nobody I don't know nothing about. Canelo, he looked good. If he got caught doing steroids, that's a messed up thing. You know what I'm saying? Because this sport should be fought on even playing fields. You know what I'm saying? Nobody should be taking no chance that they give them a advantage.
Would
your
you
skill.
think?
Good.
I mean, Jeremy, I remember you told me one time. I think you said that because a lot of fighters will test positive and then be like, "Oh, I didn't know it was this, it was that." Do you think that a fighter really doesn't know?
Nope.
Or you say no, they don't know, or no, they know.
No, I say yes, they know.
Oh, okay.
What do you think, Wink?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they know because I know I would know. You know what I'm saying?
It's not like they're gonna go to sleep and somebody shoot them while they're sleeping.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, that's true too. But they're trying to say that sometimes that your people may give you some things that you really don't know what's in it, but you should because they testing for it. So you might have a strength and conditioning person or whoever do your diet, your nutritionist, and then they may give you vitamins or something. You think they're just regular vitamins and they got something in it, and what I'm saying, it could test positive. So I don't know.
I saw you doing this thing, you and Tarver. Can you tell us about that? The thing you're training people?
Yeah. No, we so the Gronks gave me and Tarver a call and said they was gonna be boxing Jake Paul, and they want us to come over there and train them in one day. You know what I'm saying? So So we already knew what was gonna happen. So but like I told the Grunks, I take my hat off to them kids. They got in that ring, and none of them ain't boxed before. So they got in that ring, and Jake was trying to knock their head off. You see what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying, Jeremy. For somebody that ain't got to get in that ring and to jump in there with somebody that know how to fight, oh, that's a tough thing.
Where the fuck did he go? He just left again.
Man.
He'll come back in. I guess 7 problems. Could Jake Paul fight?
Well, he looked nice. You know what I'm saying? He threw some good punches. Once again, the puncher bag don't hit back. So you can look like you want until you get in there with somebody that's gonna hit you back.
Nobody calls me ever, and now everybody's calling me today.
Your phone's ringing. That's why you keep going out.
Yeah, that's why you keep going out, man. But yeah, like I was telling him, Jeremy, everybody went, the mitts. You get a lot of fighters that look great on the mitts until they get in front of somebody that can hit them back. So, I think Jake Paul got a lot of skill, though. He did look sharp throwing his punches. He looked in shape. But, I don't think he's ready for a real boxer. You know what I'm saying? But
them kids, they haven't been conditioned for a war. They ain't gonna do that.
Yeah. But he was in shape. He was in shape. But like I said, once again, that's for cats that can't hit them back or go to the body or do what they need to do, jab them, mix it up. So we'll see.
I don't think any of these YouTube fighters or these people who are thinking they can do it, they're all like mitt men to me. Like those guys that can do the mitts all good.
Yeah.
Can't fight. I mean, like,
yeah.
Anybody can play patty cake shit,
Yeah. That's true. That Floyd started doing that patty cake thing, and everybody wanted to do it. But like I said,
I know
it's only one Floyd Mayweather. So
I heard somebody say recently that they think that the mitts does 0 for a fighter, or almost 0. Do you guys agree with that? Like it doesn't do that much.
I don't agree with that at all. If you hit the mitts the right way, like I said, it worked for Floyd because the way Floyd is such a defensive fighter and so quick that, you know what I'm saying, he keep his punches real short and sharp. So I think that's what the mitt work that he used, that's what he used it for. But the mitt work is for other fighters. A lot of fighters can't fight like that. So you got to throw strong, long shots, combinations. And it's a good mitt work. It's a great workout.
Yeah, especially if you're using the mitts and you're working towards a fight, and you got to throw a certain punch that for like a half up or something. But the guy keeps his elbow down or something. So you know how to where that punch is gonna go. You know what I mean? It's you put that because that punch is gonna go. It's not gonna fit in there if you throw it like this. But if you throw it like that, it's gonna work.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely work. It's definitely a good thing to use.
These people that do this shit all day.
Yeah, hitting you behind the back. I know you. Turn around behind the back, underneath. Yeah, that you ain't gonna never get nobody that you gonna fight that's gonna be right there for that. You know what I'm saying? So, but like I said, it looked good. It looked good.
You punch fucking face a couple times, they be like, hold on, wait.
All that shit gone.
Oh,
yeah.
Man,
are you Wink? Are you at all interested or possibly going to do any exhibitions?
Who?
You.
Hell no. Nah, listen, man. Unless they come to me and make me an offer I can't refuse, like the mob, I'm out, man. I ain't got time for that, man. I ain't listen. Boxing was a great thing for me. I had a great career. I got to fight almost everybody I wanted to fight. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's time, when it's time to end, it's time to end. You know what I'm saying? We got to make room for these young kids, these young fighters coming up, and they need to do what they need to do. Like I said, now, if I be able to fight somebody, like, I'm going to tell you, if it's one fight I would come back, win that time, I would have to train and all that, but it would be an Oscar De La Hoya fight. Other than that, you know what I'm saying?
He's coming back. He's back.
Yeah,
now,
I know that. He training and all that, but,
he's not going to fight you.
He ain't said my name, so I'm good.
Nah.
So right now, I'm at a real disadvantage right now because I ain't been doing no boxing. See, they've been in the gym training and all that. I ain't been doing. All I've been doing is playing golf, man.
If he didn't want to fight you then, he sure as hell isn't going to fight you now.
Well, now, you know, I guess he figure I'm old, he old, you know what I'm saying? It's a different thing. Back then, you know, we was hungry, young and hungry, and, you know, we wanted to be that lion at the top of the mountain, you know what I'm saying? And he knew that that's what I wanted to do. I was going to go through anybody to get there, so, you know.
Didn't he straight up tell you one time, like, he doesn't want to fight you?
Yeah, he just was like, you know what I'm saying? I just don't want, he just don't want to fight me, you know what I'm saying? It's a difficult fight. But I was just like, man, look, the fans will love it, man, because the fans love you no matter what. And I'm that person that I got my own fan. You know, back that time I was, you know, I was rocking all the black fans was rolling with your dog. We had a great time, you know what I'm saying? We was taking it over. You know.
So quick question. You ever in the amateurs, I think Oscar fought 32. What'd you fight? Or
I fought 39. He fought 25. He fought 25.
Fought 39.
Yeah, I fought 39. I was 39. I fought let me see, little Trauma-led, Stevie Johnson. I forgot who else. Some more, you know, but I only was amateur for 2 years. I started boxing when I was 16. I turned pro when I was 18. So you know, I went to 3 nationals. And when I won the Olympic festival, when I won the gold medal at the Olympic festival, when I beat Stevie Johnson, and he was #1, and then they told me they weren't gonna let me go to the Goodwill game box off. I was like, what? I just beat the number one, and the #5 guy. I forgot that it was a Spanish kid I beat. So I beat them 2 for the gold medal, and they said, you know, Pat Knapp and them was like, you know, you ain't got that much experience. I'm like, I done fought overseas. I fought against other countries. So, you know, I just beat these 2. So why shouldn't I at least go to the box off? They ain't even give me an invitation to the box off. So I turned pro.
You didn't fight Pepe Riley, did you? Was that
Pepe Riley? What? No. Who is Pepe Riley? I heard of Pepe Riley. Who is Pepe Riley? I don't think I fought Pepe Riley. No.
I mean, he was a ghost on our team.
Yeah, no.
One show, and you know, I mean, he was like that. But
Yeah.
I mean, he could fight, but he was more of a ghost on our team.
Yeah, no, I didn't fight Pepe Riley. I fought, I forgot another Spanish kid. I don't know, man. Like I said, back then, it was just so new to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I started boxing when I was 16, turned pro when I was 18. And it was just like, you know, fight. Back then, we was fighting like every weekend, 2-3 fights. You know what I'm saying? It was just fun. I was just liking it. It was just, you know, fun. Good. You learning school of hard knocks. You learning that way. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't all this, you know, picking fights. No, I was learning. Whoever they got in front of you, got to fight them. And that's what we did. We learned in Florida. You know what I'm saying? I dominated Florida, and then went to the Nationals. Then I got to the quarterfinals first time, lost. Then I got to did I get to semis? Then I got to semis again and lost, and then I won that gold medal. So, you know, it is what it is. I had fun. Like I said, I take nothing away. It's a learning experience. I think a lot of fighters should go through the amateurs because you really learn how to fight. You learn, you know, what to do, what not to do, when to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's just a good learning experience.
No, I think it's a great one. It's a great one.
Yeah. I think some amateurs may stay amateur too long because I feel that you lose a lot of your aggressiveness. You lose a lot of your spunk, and you leaving it in the amateur because it's a totally different game from the pro game. You know, it's more pity pat. You know, more scoring punches than when you get in the professional. It's about trying to knock your head off. So, you know, a lot of fighters stay amateur too long. Back in the day.
I was getting ready to say the exact same thing.
Yeah.
You know, I know I fought amateur for fucking forever, but you know, I started when I was little.
Oh yeah. See,
so, you know, like it was no choice for me.
Yeah. Yeah, you was a beast, dog. I ain't gonna. I tell everybody, I said that nigga was a beast, boy. He was a beast in the amateur, man. I'm telling you, man. He was like Mike Tyson, red light skinned dude. He said he did a good job for the light skinned dudes, dog, because you was knocking heads off. I like dude hit punch harder than a motherfucker, man. This dude was knocking people's head off, and amateurs with the headgears on. Boom.
I know.
I was like, who is this dude, man? And then, you know, I turned pro, and I ain't really pay attention to the amateur game. And then I seen him later.
Your first pro fight, how much they paid? $400 or $500?
Yeah, I got paid nothing. Yeah, something like that. $800, something like that. But it was for me, you know, I was just, like I said, I was 18. So they gave me some money to turn pro. Then they paid me every week. Plus, you know, I was fighting once or twice a month. So I got to like 24 fights in like a year and a half, 2 years. So shit was just crazy. You know what I'm saying? And then it was just like, okay, now, you know. But everything happened for a reason. You know, people got to take different roles to establish
You,
or to
you,
get what they want.
what part of your whole boxing career, the 2 years in amateurs and the professional years, if you could change one piece of it, which one would you pick? You know, look, this or that, or would you
None
leave
of it. None of
nothing?
it. Though. Nothing.
None of it.
Listen, man. I enjoy everything. I enjoy going overseas, earning my position in the top 10. I love the amateur part of it because it was more of a shock to me to see that they can control what happens. You know what I'm saying? If they don't want something to go down, they can control it. Because back then it was like Pat Nappy and the Olympic people, they can control whatever. So, you know, that let me know right then, listen, don't be sitting around waiting to go. You know, I wasn't even going to go pro. I wasn't even thinking I was going to be a professional boxer. So, you
Really?
know, no, I was just doing it for the fun of it, man. Look, I moved from Washington, D.C. I moved here when I was 15, about to go turn 16. I was like 2 months before I turned 16. So I moved here. And then a kid in my school told me about a boxing club. I was playing basketball. I was going off of basketball. And then I was living in the wrong school zone in Florida. If you live in the wrong school zone, you can't play basketball at that school. So they told me I couldn't play basketball. So a kid was like, man, yeah, I box it. You know, little white boy. I was like, oh, yeah, you box? I'm saying to myself, I can whoop you right now. You know what I'm saying? I had that mentality. So it was like, okay, you know what? He told me where it was at, and it wasn't that far from my house. I was like, you know what? I'm going to go by there. And then, shit, I went by there like that next day or 2 days, looked at him, and that's my only trainer. That trainer who I started with, the trainer who I ended with. I had one trainer, Dan Birmingham. I went in there. I was like, man, I like this. He's like, yeah, you want to fight? Come on back. You know what I'm saying? Everybody always say they want to fight until they get hit. I was like, all right, well, and the rest is history.
So what part of the learning process was the hardest?
What? Say that again?
What part of the learning process was the hardest for you?
For me, the hardest part for me was running.
I hate running.
Conditioning, dog. Listen, man. You know, I can all see back in the day. If you can ever find film of me when I was younger, I was a slick fighter, quick move. You couldn't hit me.
Uh-huh.
It was more, you know, I wasn't worried about them hitting me because they couldn't hit me. It was more not getting tired throwing punches. So, you know, that was my thing. Learning how to pace myself, learning how to condition my shoulders, learning how to condition my body to throw them punches, learning how to take the punches. And once I did that, my confidence level just went through the roof. It was like, man, I'm a bang anybody up. I ain't care who they put in front of me. And that's the mentality I had.
Which fight was it that I think you said Vargas when we talked, but which was the one where you started just putting the hands up and going forward?
Vargas, that was Vargas. Yeah, that was just, and that changed. That was the night. That was the day of the fight. You know, I ain't.
You didn't
You
plan it.
know, I planned my fight. We boxed. We stick and move because you know we knew he was a good puncher. That was my thing. But they were just talking trash. Him and his little brother was talking trash. You know, the whole little thing, and he just got under my skin, on my nerve. I was like, I'm gonna hurt this dude. I'm gonna hurt this. And you know, like I said, I'm cool with Vargas now. Man, I like him. You know, I had a lot of bitterness towards him after the fight, but I gotta realize, you know, it wasn't him who took the fight; it was the judges who
Uh-huh.
took the fight.
Uh-huh.
So, you know, I had to finally, you know, realize that what it was, and you know what I'm saying. I got nothing but respect for him. You know what I'm saying, and you know that's what it was. It is what it is.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
speaking of that, you had so many of those fights that you got robbed.
Yeah.
How did you like mentally get over that shit? Because it kept
I,
happening over and over.
I didn't. It was just like, you know, to me, it was kept saying, listen, they keep trying to stop you from achieving greatness. So, you know, only thing you can do is just keep coming back at them. Every time they shut the door, kick it down. Every time they shut the door, kick it down. And that's what I did. So when they would rob me, they would move me back a couple of spots. I go from number, because listen, I didn't get a championship fight till I became number one. I was number one across the board when I first
Mm-hmm.
fought for my first title. So, you know, I didn't get a chance. I never got a title shot till I became number one. So then once I became number one again, they pushed me back or whatever. then I beat everybody in front of me. I beat all the people in front of me. Whoever would fight me, I beat them. I beat them. Then after a while, the people in front of me stopped fighting me. So then I get to that point where they had to move me up. And once I got to number one, the champion either gave up the belt or they fought me and they didn't want to fight me. So that's how I won my second title. I won IBF my first title. I won the WBO against Bronco McCart, who was at that time was a hell of a fighter. You know, he was on USA. He was their poster kid. You know what I'm saying? Bronco, good dude, man. And he fought me 3 times. You know what I'm saying? And I always holler at him. We still cool with each other. You know what I'm saying? It was nobody wanted to fight him. Nobody wanted to fight me. So I had to beat him. And then once I beat him, they kind of gave me that Kurt. What up?
We should get Bronco on the phone, man. I mean. I totally forgot about that. He's from Michigan.
Yeah, that's my dog. He a good dude, man. Bronco, good dude, man. I like him, man.
That's what we like, good people, man.
Yeah, that's all. Listen, man. We do stuff. We do stuff that, you know what I'm saying, even though we fight, we still respect each other. You know, I respect you as long as you ain't doing no crazy shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when you're doing that crazy shit, then I don't respect you. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, you talk a little trash, I talk a little trash. Okay, cool. But after the fight, man, it's nothing but respect. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, to the man who really gave me my really boost into to fame is Sugar Shane Mosely. You know what I'm saying? I gotta give it up to Shane. He was a bad man at the time. Beat De La Hoya twice. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, people try to take away from what Shane accomplished. Shane was a beast, man. Shane was a beast. So, you know, he came up and he fought, and I just, you know, it was just my time, man. And we fought again.
You handled him so easily.
It was just, you know, like I said, it was like I had got robbed so many times at that breaking point. It was like, I'm not letting them rob me no more. I'm going tonight. I'm gonna win or I'm gonna die. So somebody.
I remember, right? I knew it before the fight. It was your style, man.
Yeah.
Very clean, very tight. And you know, Shane gets a little,
Jumpy.
but he gets wild, to a lack of a better term. But man, I remember that, dude. I mean, I remember that. The cleaner that you fought, the better it was for you.
Yeah. So yeah. When I fought, so like for me, Shane was just he quick, but he more methodical. It's gonna be a 1-1-2, or he gonna jump in with something. So it was just like, okay, just watch out. He quick, so he gonna try to jump in. So my hand's always up. So, you know, when like even if he jump in, he wasn't catching me because my hand was up. So it was like, okay, now once I started seeing this and got his rhythm down, it was like, okay, now I need to just place my shot. You know, he take a good headshot, but I'm gonna hit him to this body. So if you really watch that first fight, I was hit Shane with some body shots, man. Bam! I'm talking about I was hitting. Shorty was in shape because I'm saying I could feel my punch like Canelo felt his face. It felt like I was breaking ribs. I was just boom, boom, and he was just taking. Shorty came, man. I got much respect for Shane Mosely, man.
How do you?
I've known Shane since I was 10, 12 years old.
Yeah, y'all was in the M together. I remember.
We used to spar a couple times.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you tried to.
Say that he got it, and I would say I got it. So, but I just give it to. I mean, it was that little short, little fast, little motherfucker.
Fast little motherfucker, man. In and out, man. Good little dude, man.
How do you, Wink? How do you think you would have done against Floyd?
You know, I can't say, man. Listen, man. People always ask me. It was one time, I guess, somebody, Floyd or me. I wasn't the one, but I think somebody in Floyd camp was saying they was gonna fight me or this and that, and I was like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? I listen. I love Floyd. He great for boxing. Shorty, he money man, bringing the money to boxing, and But I think that I would have put it this way. It wouldn't have been no easy fight. I know that. So it wouldn't have been no easy fight for him, and it wouldn't have been no easy fight for me. But believe that it wasn't gonna be no running. It was gonna be some action. At that time when I was really young and I wasn't even young because I ain't really started getting my just due till I was like 34, 35.
I know.
32, 34, 35. So in my real heyday when I was 20 something, man, please. But like I said, it would have been that fight. I'd have been on him. He'd have had to do what he had to do. And best man would have won. Like I said, I can't never say what somebody would have did. It would just been a good fight.
There is nobody right now out there that could emulate the style that you fought in your career as an amateur and professional. I think I think that you and Oscar, when he was an amateur, man, even pro, very super fucking clean fighters, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
way
Uh-huh.
shots,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
way like.
Yeah, I like. That's what I was like. That's why I wanted to see. That's why I wanted to fight Oscar so much because he had that. He had a good jab, good right hand, good hook. But like you said, he's straight. He clean fighter. So it was more. We got to outthink each other. So who gonna outthink each other? Who gonna be able to get that jab off? He had a good jab. I got a good jab. So now you know what I'm saying. He might have a better right hand than my left hand, but he had a great hook. I had a great hook. See, people always try to say I couldn't punch, but you notice you never seen nobody just running at me because I could punch, but I never went for the knockout. Because my thing was I'm gonna beat you up. I'm gonna make you gonna say I don't never want to fight him again. And, you know what I'm saying? That's what I wanted. I wanted to, when I hit you, you was gonna say, man, he ain't knocked me out, but he hurt me. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you kind of did what Pacquiao would do, where you would just hit him with a lot of punches.
Yeah, over and
Huh?
over and over.
Huh?
Especially with the jab, I'm gonna bust you. I'm gonna try to bust your face up.
which is the most irritating shit in the world when your guy's got good rhythm and he's caught your rhythm.
Yeah. Bam, bam, bam. That jab, you just like, what the fuck? Let me get out the way.
Can't do shit. Get out the way, man. That's
yeah. And,
like a laser in the fucking man.
Yeah.
Who was that? What's the kid's name? Maurice Harris, I think his name.
Yeah,
Yep.
Mo Harris.
That beat the shit out of me. I was like, good.
I think Mo was with my people at that time when y'all fought.
Dude,
I know.
he had it was just nothing I could do.
And he was a good little boxer. He just
Oh.
wouldn't put in the work to keep going, man. You know what I'm saying?
That fight, I remember because I was supposed to fight Rockman.
Yeah.
And then they flipped it up and said, "Oh, you fight this guy."
That's the worst. That's the worst right there. When you
I was like, I bring him, little skinny. I was like, that motherfucker beat the shit out of me. High five and like he was just like, bing, 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 bing. Couldn't hurt me though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know. That's what I felt about my last fight, Quillen dude. I like the kid was real nice dude, man. I like Quillen.
We had him on our podcast. We talked to him.
Yeah, he a good dude, man. It's just that my time and everything, because it took me so hard to lose the weight, and then when I was just depleted, man, I was kind of shake it off. You know how when you can't shake it off, and nothing was going. Only thing I could do is go to the body a little bit, but everything was just slow. I was just like, oh, this is gonna be a long night. And then when he caught me coming out, he didn't hurt me. He just caught me with the perfect shot. Because when I'm going down, I'm looking right now, smiling. I'm like, oh, that was a good shot. So I got right up. You know what I'm saying? But I like the kid. You know what I'm saying? I was hoping he would have did a lot more. He won the belt, but I don't know what happened. He's just
what how much weight did you have to lose for that?
Oh man, I had to lose laminate probably 30 pounds, man. I was man. Listen, remember when I fought him, I ain't fight for like a year and a half. So at the end of my career, I couldn't get no fights. Really, nobody really wanted to fight. Nobody worth nothing, the fight. So it was just like, man, I was really wanting. I was going to stop before his fight. I was just like, you know what, I'm done with boxing. You know what I'm saying? But I was just like, they offered it. I'm like, you know what, this is gonna be my last fight. Either I'm gonna win this or I'm gonna lose this, but I'm done.
Well, you were like what, 40, 41? You were like 41 in that fight, right?
Yeah, I was 41, man. So it was more of just like, you know what? Let me let these young kids do this thing because my timing was off. Once I realized my time was off and I couldn't, I see the punch, I see he open where I can hit him, and usually it just fire off, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, throw, and it's like, okay, throw. It's too late now, you know what I'm saying? I need to, as soon as I say throw. And when I knew I couldn't do that, but he couldn't hurt me, but it was just like, okay, block, I was just like, it's time.
I'd rather get and go down than get beat up all night.
Say that again?
I said I'd rather get clipped and go down than get beat up all night.
I'm not gonna let nobody beat me up all night because you ain't gonna hit me with no lot of clean shots. So it's just more you just gonna throw a lot of punches, but I'm gonna pick most of them off. So it's just like okay, just let me get mine.
Your defense is a whole lot better than mine. I used to live and die. sword.
Yeah, you live,
Nah,
see, but that's you. That's your game. You hit. See, you had that power. The one punch, laying bit lights out. See,
but
I
I
ain't had
think
that lights out punch.
Jeremy had defense, man. That's right. Wink, he
Yeah,
had.
Jeremy
yeah,
has some, but like he said, he going. When you go for the knockout, you leave yourself open to
you
get
leave
knocked out.
yourself in position.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So
Anything that you risk do,
you
the whole
come
point
back to you.
risk is something. You're risking something.
Yeah, it can come back. It can come back to you. Yeah.
What do you think, Wink, about the current heavyweight
What
situation? Who do you like? What do you about
Current
heavyweight
heavyweights.
situation?
the
Man, really, I don't even know, man. I really ain't. I can't lie. I don't focus on the heavyweight situation because up and down. You know, Ruiz came back. He looked sharp with quick little punches. But your boy looked good with the 1-2. But it's just like once he couldn't land that right hand, that overhand right, it was over for him. So he got to be able to. You got to be able to do different things. You know what I'm saying? It
you
just.
think you think anybody could beat Tyson Fury?
Well, you know, if they come to, yeah, I think I really do. It's just that Tyson Fury in his heart, when you believe that you can't be beat, you believe that you're the better fighter. A lot of times you're going to excel. But if you got doubt in your heart, doubt in your mind, it's hard for you to do what you need to do. And he don't got no heart, he don't got no doubt right now because he won, you know, and he feels like he can win. He can beat anybody.
He's like
That once you get that in your head,
Yeah.
that you're the champion.
Yeah,
It's
man. It's a new level. It's a new thing now.
you got to kill a brother to beat him.
Yep.
You know
yeah,
that's what it is.
yeah. That's true. But then
Yeah,
I feel like
babe,
with
you give me the charger. I need the plug because my phone going. My bad, fellas. I just really looked at my phone like, oh shit, my shit going
don't
dead.
worry about it. What was I saying? Oh, I was saying, yeah, like, but then you look at somebody like Deontay Wilder, right? He didn't lose. He was knocking everybody out. And then the
Yeah,
first fight he lost, he just couldn't accept it.
yeah.
You know what I
But
mean?
yeah, that's how it is. When you're a bully, you know what I'm saying? Not saying he a bully, but I'm just in the different standpoint. You're a bully, you getting your way with everybody, then you feel anything you do is gonna work because you know that okay, all I gotta do is hit him with this right hand. But eventually you're gonna fight that fighter that know how to get away from that right hand, that know how to fight inside, that know how to jab, that know how to move. And now you're gonna have to fight, and that's all it was. I still think Deontay Wilder is a very good fighter, great puncher. He needs to learn how to fight inside, and that's what he needs to learn how to just fight inside, be able to block shots. Thank you, baby. He needs
He's
to be able
being
to.
he's being trained by Malik Scott now, I think.
Oh yeah, I know little Malik, man. Malik, good dude, man. Yeah,
Jeremy, you
Malik,
but
know?
yeah, I
yeah, I
know
know.
Malik.
I know
Yeah,
Malik. He's a
yeah,
great, really smart. Knows what he's doing.
yeah,
Yeah, he
yeah,
was the heavyweight
yeah,
box.
yeah. He was a real good slick boxer, and you
The
know what I'm
box.
saying. Yeah,
You
but Deontay need to honestly somebody need to teach him how to fight inside, because with the power he got, if you got a good defense where you can learn how to pick shots and block shots, and you got that power, it's gonna be hard for you to get beat. You know what I'm
Doesn't he
saying?
doesn't he seem though like his power has to come at the end of his punches? Or am I wrong?
Man,
Deontay.
yeah, that hey, his power is all over, man. He hit people, that right hand is a beast. But like I said, you got to be able to land it. You got to work hard.
know,
You know what I'm saying?
hey Wink,
What up?
you know Ike Quartey.
Did I fight? Yeah,
Jeremy, come a little closer because you keep cutting out.
Oh, I
yeah,
said,
I beat Ike Quartey.
yeah. Somebody asked Carlito asked that question, so I was just
Oh yeah,
having,
yeah. Okay, yeah, Carlito. Yeah, I fought Ike Quartey in Tampa, and I beat him over 10 rounds, 12 rounds. It might be 12 rounds.
He
10.
actually had the similar cover in his face like you do. Similar, right?
Yeah. Ike. So back in the day, so me and Ike had the same promoter when I was overseas. We both was promoted by the Curtis brothers. So I was there when Ike won his first title. You know what I'm
oh, wow.
saying? Yeah. So we was, he was part of my team. We was part of the same team, and we always fought on a lot of the same cards, and always liked them. And you know what I'm saying? It was just at the time when we fought, it was that what the people wanted to see. So I had to give them what they want to see.
You ever fight in Africa?
Yeah, I fought in Africa one time. I fought, so that's one of my losses. So I fought in Africa, and they called the fight a draw, which it was no draw. So the kid was tough, but I was banging him, working good with him, throwing good shots. He was throwing good shots, but they kept trying to take a point away from me for going low. They did take a point away from me for going too low to the body, but I was catching him with body shot, but they kept saying they was low. So I was like, okay. So then I had to stop going to the body. Now he running in. But, anyway, go to 12th round. They call the fight a draw. They wait for about 20 minutes before they call it a draw. Finally, they call the fight a draw. So I keep my title. I had the WBO belt at this time. So I go back to my dressing room. I change. And then when we leave, about to leave out, they come into my dressing room and say, hey, we need you to come back to the ring. I'm come back to the ring for what? Shit, everything over with it. We changed. We made a mistake. You lost. I'm like, I lost. Listen, come on, this how corrupt boxing is. Really. Listen, how the fuck can you not? You got to be the dumbest person in the world. You only 12 rounds. Count the fucking rounds. If you can't count the 12 and say who won, you's a dumb or you don't need to be no judge. And I know the judge that changed their decision. I know, and I'm not gonna put her out there, but it's a woman judge, and they put pressure on her, made her change her score. And then she's changed the score and said I lost. So that's how I lost my WBO title. But once again, see, I said God is good, man. God, that happened for a reason. So that allowed me to come back and now come back home and focus on, becoming a world champion in the US. And that's what I did. So, God worked in mysterious ways, and, thanks to that judge for doing that, because now she allowed me to become a first ballot Hall of Famer. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit!
So the judge, you know who you are, and I'm not gonna put you out there like that because it's so long. But thank you, I appreciate it.
Well, there's only 2 female judges that are known to be pretty bad, so it must be one of the 2 of those. But
it could be who? What the 2 you know?
Adelaide Bird or
Go ahead.
Letterman, right?
Well, it's one of them. So
I know it's one of them.
I'm gonna leave it at that. But thank you again. They definitely, they blessed me to become who I am today.
Yeah.
Have you seen this fighter named Jaron Boots Ennis?
Oh yeah, sure. I just saw his fight. Not too long. Yeah, he just fought not too long. What's weight, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
kid,
motherfucker's
nice.
bad,
I
right?
like him. I like him.
Woo.
So, right now, the welterweights, they got to get back out there and start fighting. At one time, like I said, I was loving Terrence Crawford. He was fighting everybody, knocking them out. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
My man is Keith Thurman. My gym mate, my little dude. But he got to get back out here and start fighting, get his name back out here and do what he do. He lost to Pacquiao. It's not bad to say he lost to Pacquiao. And he fought a good fight. If Pacquiao don't knock him down the first, he beat Pacquiao.
It was close.
He gave Pacquiao all he wanted. Pacquiao, he banged Pacquiao up too. Pacquiao felt that power. So the kid got to get back out here and start fighting. You know what I'm saying?
Why is he not fighting? What's going on? He's injured or what?
No. From my outlook, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? It's something to do with his promotions. He with Al Heyman and them, and right now they keep, from what I'm hearing, they keep telling him they don't got no fight for him, they don't got no date for him, but everybody else fighting. So that don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? When he was the man, he could fight when he want. They would make sure he had a date, but now that he lost to Pacquiao, he ain't getting no fight. So boxing's crazy.
Yeah, the welterweight division is stacked. There's a
Yeah,
lot of good
you
fights.
gotta get, and you're not getting any younger. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could have had these fights when I was at that age, from 25 to 35, getting all the best fighters at that, man. Please, man. But
Well, you had every fight you wanted except for Oscar, right?
yeah. But listen, at that time when I was 25 to 35, I'm beating all my number 1 contenders. You know what I'm saying? So none of the big names wasn't coming. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just beating all them ones. You know what I'm saying? So I'm keeping myself sharp, but they got the chance to do some Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler, Duran, all Hitman Hearn, that kind of stuff, because you got them kind of fighters in your weight class, and so what? See, one thing I think where these fighters get mixed up at, where they scared to take that challenge that they might lose, but sometimes a loss can make you become a better fighter. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes a loss can make you understand what you didn't do that caused the loss, and now you can go back and change it. Now you can become great. So and it's only gonna be a few fighters that able to retire undefeated and fought everybody. Andre Ward, Floyd,
Rocky Marciano.
Calzaghe. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know about all that back in them days. They could have been had people. Hey, you better not win this fight. So the mob.
There was that other dude that nobody ever brings up. Ricardo Lopez, was that his name?
Oh yeah.
51-0, right? No, not 51-0. Yeah, it was 51-0-1.
He did, man. Well, like
So
I
he had
said,
that one draw. So
he
they don't
must have
put
been
him in.
smaller weight class.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was 105, I think.
Yes.
Jeremy, you know who that is?
I know who he is, but yeah, he's little, he's like a 12-pounder.
He said 106, I think. 12 pounds.
106, 112, something like that. Yeah.
Man,
What was
go ahead.
what
Hold up. It's a
Go
lot
ahead.
of good. It was a lot of good young, lightweight fighters, man. But the one that always stand out to me is my name just went out of my mind. Hands of Stone, Little Hands of Stone.
Carbajal.
Lord have mercy.
We talked to him. We had him on our show.
Man, Little Hands of Stone, man, that little dude was knocking people out, man. He had German power as a lightweight, flyweight, whatever he was.
Yeah, he had the tail in the back of his
Yeah, Michael Carbajal, man. Shorty was knocking people out, man. He was a beast.
Also, Prince Nassim.
Oh yeah, now so then little Prince Nassim was a funny little dude, man. So I fought him. So now that's when I was fighting overseas, bringing my name up. So I would be on his undercard. I'd be on him, Nigel being undercard, Steve Collins. It's just different people undercards. You know what I'm saying? Because they was the main event, but I was the co-main event because I was the American that was beating all the European fighters. So I was beating all the number one fight. I was tearing them up. So me and little Prince was cool, man. He's a funny little dude, man.
He's funny.
Yeah, funny little dude. He wild little dude, man.
Yeah, he seems like he would be nothing but a ball of energy.
Yeah, he a nut, man. He's a funny little dude, man. I like him. One time I'm gonna tell you this. So we came to we had to go to, I want to say it was the WBO convention in California. So we had to go to the convention. So he was there, I was there. So we was hanging out. So then we see Oscar. So Oscar tell us, hey, I'm gonna have a party back at my house, you know what I'm saying, after the convention. So y'all come on back to my house, we're gonna party. Like, cool. So we wound up not going because one of his homeboys was talking about, well, I don't want to go because all the girls gonna go for Oscar. I said, nigga, if it's 20 girls in there, Oscar can't have all 20 girls. Come on, man. So you ridiculous, you know what I'm saying? So it was just like he was just doing. But anyway, so listen, we had the so now we at the WBO convention. So no, we at the mall, and so me, him, and his homeboy, and one of my homeboys. So we in the mall. So some little Mexican was walking by and say, he was like, yeah, you ain't nothing. You ain't nothing. I seen this. I seen looked up. So now we in LA now. So I'm like, so he like, what? Come over here and said I knocked your ass out like that. I just kept going. I said, homeboy, chill out, man. Listen, I said, we in Cali. You ain't got no scrap. I ain't got no scrap. So ain't nobody doing no fighting. So you better chill your ass out. Man, fuck that. I'm gonna knock it out. I said, dog. So he a wild little dude, man. It was crazy.
That was Prince you're talking about.
Prince Nassim Hamed. You bring that story up to him.
Wow.
You gotta get that guy. I would love to talk to his ass.
Yeah, he a wild little dude. He used to knock people out, man. Shorty had the awkward style and just lean all the way over back and man, tough little dude, man.
Yeah, his punches, man. It made no sense how he generated so much power the way he threw it, right?
His legs is big. Nigga he had some big little legs, man. But he was, man. He'd get awkward down there. I used to see him get hit and all that, leaning back. But then when he catch him, it was lights out, boy. Lights out.
It wasn't 19 though. That was like 12. What weight?
25.
25. Yeah, he was 25. Yeah.
Featherweight. That's still he was the first featherweight I could think of that really brought attention to the division, right?
Yeah. I remember him and Kevin Kelly fought. That was a good fight. Kevin was in the fight. Kevin was 10, but he hit Kevin.
Yo, I was at that fight because I'm from New York. It was at the Garden. I was at
Yeah.
that fight. Half of the Garden was British fans, right?
Yeah.
And half was New Yorkers. Every time one of them went down, you would see half the place stand up, the other half sit down, and the shit kept going back and forth like that.
Listen, that was crazy because I fought a title fight in Europe that same date. So I fought, and then I went back to my room, and then I got to come back and watch that fight, and that was crazy fight. Yeah.
That's cool.
Fight.
Yeah. Hey man, that great interview, dude. We love talking to you.
It's all good, my man.
Cut it down now because I gotta eat. I'm starving, dude.
Yeah, I just came from eating, so I'm good now, man. So
what you eat?
Man, I told my girl we went to a seafood restaurant. You know what I'm saying? She wanted some crab legs and all that kind of stuff. So
nothing wrong with that,
good.
Yeah.
Thanks for talking to us, man. Let's do it again.
It's all good, man. We'll get together. Y'all be safe, man. Much love, all right?
Appreciate
all the fans out there, man, that typed in, man. I appreciate all the love, man. And, let's get ready for this new generation of fighters, all right?
Let's watch.
Peace.
Peace, man.